Hello everyone. This assembly has been created by the Emotional Wellbeing team in schools to help promote Stress Awareness Month, which takes place in April every year. The awareness campaign aims to increase public knowledge about not just the causes, but what we can all do to combat stress. The Stress Management Society is a non-profit organisation. Their mission is to help people recognise and reduce stress, fostering a happier, healthier and more resilient world. Each year, the Stress Management Society introduce a unique theme for Stress Awareness Month. This year's theme is #LeadWithLove. The theme encourages us to approach ourselves and others with kindness, compassion and acceptance, no matter what challenges we face. Small acts of love such as kindness to a friend or practicing self-love can spark powerful waves of positivity that ripple outwards. Perhaps it is no coincidence that Stress Awareness Month is in April, just as pupils across the country begin to sit exams. Learning about why and how we become stressed and how to cope with normal, everyday stressors will improve your exam performance. Let's watch this short video which describes what happens in our bodies when we feel stressed.
Exams are stressful, but stress doesn't have to take over your life. If we understand the science of how it works, we can make it work for us. When faced with a potentially stressful situation, angry parents, driving tests, or, yes, exams, the danger sensor in our brains, the amygdala, is activated. This alerts the nearby hypothalamus, sending a long-range message via the pituitary gland to the adrenal glands, which secrete the hormones adrenaline and cortisol into our body. Adrenaline increases our blood flow, speeding up our reflexes and sharpening our senses, and cortisol releases glucose, giving our body vital extra energy. This response, known as fight or flight, is our body's way of preparing us to tackle big challenges. But when stress levels get too intense, they can trigger negative symptoms like difficulty focusing, tension headaches, nausea, and disturbed sleep. The good news is, scientists are working hard to figure out how we can keep our stress response balanced and healthy. Some cultures have used slow breathing to aid relaxation for centuries, and now scientists think they know why. Inhale, now exhale slowly. When we slowly exhale, the signals that control our heart rate are altered, making our heart beat more slowly, and a reduced heart rate helps us relax. Another trick is exercise. When we exercise, our bodies release feel-good chemicals that work in the same way as painkillers do, lifting our mood, reducing anxiety, and helping us to sleep. And sleep is especially important before exams because it helps reduce stress even more. Another area that scientists are investigating is socialising. Believe it or not, locking yourself away in your room for weeks on end is not good exam preparation. When revising, we should make some time to hang out with friends and family, as socialising is a scientifically proven relaxation booster. Scientists have been looking at our close cousins, chimpanzees, for evidence. When they tested chimps' urine, they found that levels of stress hormones were much lower when they'd been spending time with their chimp friends than when they'd been alone. And it seems the same is true for us. So, as your exams get closer, remember, a little bit of stress is no bad thing. Just follow our simple tips and you can take control, getting the right balance that works for you.
In order for us to thrive and overcome challenging situations, we need to be mentally, emotionally and physically prepared. Being psyched up helps us to become motivated to take action for success, especially when it comes to studying for our exams. To perform well during exams, your brain and body need to be alert. This is because our brain needs to concentrate even harder when we are under pressure. Sometimes when we are not sure how to keep calm in stressful situations, we experience feelings of anxiety and our inner voice can become critical. When this happens, we usually become distracted and find it difficult to perform. We get psyched out. Feeling stressed and overwhelmed can lead to self-doubt and negative thinking. Pressure to do well in exams may motivate you to study for longer periods of time. or ask your teachers for extra help. However, when this pressure becomes too much, it can impact your ability to learn, focus, and your overall well-being may deteriorate. Feeling stressed is a natural human response during challenging situations, such as taking an exam. However, it is important to manage our feelings of stress to avoid a negative impact on our confidence, focus, and overall exam performance. Stress can impact both our mental and physical health. It is important to pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and body during busy times in your life. Taking notice of how you're feeling can help you take positive steps to improve your well-being. Some examples of physical and emotional symptoms of stress are headaches, feeling tense, a racing heart, feeling frustrated, angry, or sad. Pressure can sometimes be helpful. We all need some pressure to motivate us. However, when the pressure becomes too much, it can lead to stress. The stress performance curve helps us visualize different levels of stress and where we perform best. The key is to find your optimal level of stress during which you will feel productive, motivated, and engaged. It is easy for our thoughts to spiral. When we don't challenge our unhelpful thoughts, they often make us feel much worse. We believe the worst case scenario will come true, which only increases the likelihood that it will. Let's have a look at an example of a worry spiral. The worry. Maybe I should have revised more. This leads to the thought, I am so stupid. What if I can't answer the questions? What if I fail the exam? What if I don't get into uni? What if I never get a job? Let's have a look at what happens to our thoughts when we lead with love and demonstrate self-compassion. The worry is still there. It is a valid worry. Maybe I should have revised more. But I can't change that now. Hopefully the work I did throughout the year and in the revision that I did do will pay off. I will answer the questions I know and attempt the ones I don't to the best of my ability. This one exam doesn't define my whole future. If I do fail the exam, I can repeat it, or I can find another option to continue my education. If my goal is university, I will keep working to get there. However, I need to remember that not every successful person attends university. Education can be lifelong and can take various forms. The most important thing that I can do is not quit on myself. So what can we do before and during exams to cope with the stress? During exam season, it is more important than ever to prioritise your physical health and sleep. Staying up all night and cramming may actually make you more anxious and stressed. Instead, focus on self-care and doing things that help you feel relaxed. Studies show that our brains can concentrate better after a good night's rest. Late nights, stress, missed meals, and quick food fixes all play havoc with our ability to concentrate, absorb information, and function properly. Try to eat wisely in the lead up to an exam and on the day itself. If you do this, you are more likely to fine-tune your problem-solving skills and enhance your overall performance. Foods that supply a steady source of energy are an ideal fuel source for a hard-working brain, as are foods rich in zinc, iron, and vitamin B12. Examples include non-starchy vegetables such as asparagus, broccoli, mushrooms, or raw carrots. Fruits such as apples, avocado, berries, grapefruit, Plums and peaches are also excellent. Beans and pulses, such as kidney beans, chickpeas, lentils and peanuts. Whole grain breakfast cereals. Nuts such as almonds, hazelnuts, pecans or walnuts. And don't forget, drink. Water is essential for your brain cells to communicate. Keeping hydrated can also reduce those feelings of anxiety. And remember, if you feel like the pressure of exams is getting too much and you're feeling overwhelmed, do not wait until it becomes unbearable. Speak to a trusted member of staff about how you're feeling, or reach out to some of the support services you will hear about at the end of this workshop. If you find you're feeling very nervous or anxious during an exam, it is important to remember that there are some simple strategies you can try to help you stay calm. Try to work at an even pace. Take your time to read and answer each question carefully, circling key words as you go. If you have trouble with a specific question, don't be afraid to move on and come back to it if you have time at the end. Studies show that deep, mindful breathing techniques can also help relieve feelings of tension and anxiety. This can be done easily by simply being at your desk and breathing. Regardless of what you think, no one is even going to notice. And remember the worry spiral? Positive self-talk can help reduce those body sensations and encourage you to focus on the task at hand. Do you remember those breathing techniques I was telling you about? Well, a really simple one is called box breathing. You merely breathe in through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 4, breathe out through your mouth for 4, and hold again for another count of 4. Doing this just a few short times will take the edge of those physical symptoms of anxiety and help you to refocus. The Emotional Wellbeing team in schools have lots more information to share on exam stress and how to deal with big emotions. You can find us by visiting Youth Wellness Web. Safer Schools NI is a partnership between the Department of Education and the INEC Safeguarding Group. The Safer Schools NI app contains advice and guidance, researched and written by online safeguarding experts. It's interactive with engaging content which is easy to access, simple to understand, and intuitive to use for staff, parents, and pupils. You can download the app via Google Play or the App Store. However, to access the app and all its functions, you will need to know the unique code for your school, which you can get by speaking to your form teacher. If exam pressure becomes exam stress, which feels too difficult to handle alone, you can reach out to a phone or text support service. If you can't find the support you're looking for here on this slide or in school, why don't you try the Youth Wellness Web? The Youth Wellness Web was created by young people for young people and has a wealth of information about local services in Northern Ireland. Thank you all for listening. And from the Emotional Wellbeing team in schools, good luck with your exams.